Prefer Sprite. Alright, what video do we make this week? Oh no. What the fuck? Who doesn't love Pepsiman? Japan must have been cooking when they pitched the idea to Pepsi that we should do an ad where he's a slapstick comedy superhero. You have this guy running around in the neighborhood and roads trying to give Pepsi to people by showing them his hand. And then other times he gets hit by a window, a pipe, falls down, even gets chased by Coca-Cola. I'm not making this up. And fast forward to mid-2000s, since it was like a gem here, I ended up playing Pepsiman as a kid. And honestly, I loved it. To me, it felt like genius marketing. It was so good, in fact. We even got the halal version.
ماشي في طريقي لهناك حصلت حاجه غريبه قوي. شوف انت توتش العربيه بتاعي.
So what about this PS1 version of the game? Surely it's just another cheap cash grab for the soda company, right? For a game of its time, it's not so bad for a start. You see, this is a game where you run across the stage to reach a goal without taking too many hits. That's right, this was my runner game back in the day, compared to your Temple Runners, Subway Surfers, Crash on the Run from a Greedy Corporation. The controls are simple. You jump, you slide, you gotta go fast, or stop for a bit to get your flow going. Collecting Pepsi cans refills your health if you have taken hit midway. Although some hazards can hurt a lot, the stages are divided into 3 sections. You got the first part where you run to a nearby Pepsi vendor and get yourself a drink. Is Pepsiman committing cannibalism? Then the second part of the stage is run to a group of people asking no, demanding for a Pepsi. I mean, at one point there's a stranded airplane in the desert and they'd be all, fuck that, we don't need water, we want Pepsi. So you deliver to them. All's well that ends well, right? No, because the natural order hates Pepsiman and throws him into a boss fight where he has to escape from a giant Pepsi can, a Coca-Cola truck, a barrel full of logs, and another giant Pepsi can. With Pepsi things. And you cannot heal here, so if you take 3 hits, Pepsiman turns into a crushed Pepsi can that I reversed over on the way to work. The story aspect isn't something to glare at. I mean, it's simple. You run into a guy that tells you that someone wants Pepsi. Okay, but then after stage 1, you give Pepsi to people strapped on a roof of a burning building, people stranded in the desert, and even the main computer system responsible for the logistics of delivering Pepsi, because the people started to riot after the servers went down. Damn, this is getting ridiculous. But let's be real here, the game is quite short, you can beat it in 30 minutes if you know what you're doing. In the first time around, they will pressure you into going fast because there's a time limit. When the time limit runs out, Pepsiman just collapses. I guess he ran out of Pepsi. So not only you have to avoid obstacles, which is easy to do on normal speed, you also have to run fast enough before the timer expires. So stage 1 is technically a breeze. Stage 2 is doable, but the latter part could throw you off. I mean, literally. What else you wanted me to do? There was no place to jump. Stage 3 gets a bit annoying because now you have to worry about things coming behind like cars or biker gangs. Let's just hope nothing menacing comes. Oh my god, is that a horse? Stage 4. The city's malfunctioning in a way to kill Pepsiman. I can't believe this stupid jump is killing me because Pepsiman can jump quickly and bounces off a car into a pit. And this happened multiple times, by the way. So when you're inside the factory, the floor tries to kill you too. So good luck with that. And don't get me started on the final section where you have to cross very small gaps in quick succession. Anyway, the bosses were kind of easy. Just don't jump often and navigate your way around the incoming obstacles. After rolling credits, you can do free play where you can stage select and also try out Pepsiman's 80s attire. If you want to go nuts, grab all the Pepsi cans across all the stages to unlock another skin, and unlock expert mode if you can beat all the stage clear time. Expert mode just reduces your countdown timer to beat the stages even further, so you basically speedrun the game with limited lives. Beating that gives you a stealth Pepsiman if you want to go mental and do the run again without being able to see yourself. Boy, even despite its BS, I can enjoy this game every now and then.
ちょっと待って、なんでシリーズの最初がソーダの広告ゲームなの?
Good question. It's kind of thanks to a recent event I went to. You see, so I was at this EWC tournament recently, just chilling in the audience. On the way back, I spotted something called the Retro Park. Then looking up in the app, I noticed they were holding a Pepsiman tournament. You know what that means. Alright, we're here at Boulevard, about to head to the Retro Park. Yo, Chuck E. Cheese! I got my Pepsi can right here, gotta show off my skills with style. So I found the place. And did I get to participate in the tournament? No. Sadly, there was no tournament when I came. But turns out it was this massive exhibition with zones for the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Old gaming setups, media stuff, you name it. And in the 90s corner, there it was. A Pepsiman setup, running on a PS1. Just being in that retro space brought back so many memories. And it made me realize something. It wasn't about the tournament. It was about the Pepsi we drank along the way. playing PlayStation 1 here. That's a pretty amazing. Oh, have a nice Pepsi. Wow, that was fun. You know, I think I should have something tangible to mark the occasion. Let's look up and buy the original disc online. Over $100 for Pepsiman! Yeah, no thanks. So instead I went with one of these Pepsiman figures. I was a toy enthusiast back as a kid, so this just feels right. And the best part, it can do this. But yeah, I still prefer a Sprite, you know.